Ooh, nearly 1700s guy. Nice. That's what we like to see. That's a pretty standard hyper offense team. So I will go with Gyarados as a lead, as tends to be the case. Zoomrill's very good. Need to be careful of Brute Bonnet. Excalibur, Zoomer in the back. My own Brute Bonnet is not great here. Chi-Yu is fine. Fluttermane is also fine. I think I will go Fluttermane. But this is the level you want to see. Like, nearly 1700s is ideal. Oh, that's a cool trainer card. Like, legitimately, that's a cool trainer card. Gem-Power Dragonite, makes sense. Right, Inner Focus on Multiscale. Inner Focus. Oh, Multiscale. That's what you like to see, okay. So... I think I can just Iron Head the... I might be better Thunder Wave, actually. I think Thunder Wave is slightly better. Do I Terra? And then Wave Rush? I think that this was the most likely thing I was terroring anyway, so yeah. I will do. Although they are multi-scale. I still need the big damage. That's Dragonites, they are faster than me. They are faster than my... Yeah, they're far... Like, I don't know why you need that when you're Terra Normal. If you're Terra Flying, sure, but why do you need to be faster than my Excalibur if you're Terra Normal? Like, you're Extreme Speeding. What? That's odd. So I guess this was a useless Terra unless they Sacred Sword me. / Dragon Move me. But it is just Extreme Speed, okay. So yeah, useless Terra because Sacred Sword should still get me. Oh no, Ice Spinner, so yeah, useless Terra. But we're living, so that's something. That was still great damage, wow. And I KO myself. Is that better? I'm not sure if that's better. As long as I hit my Thunder Wave at least. Okay, that's something. So it's definitely Fluttermane. Do I sub on this turn? Because that's got to be Banded. Gyarados lives. For sure, because I intimidated them. It should live the double up. So yeah, I'll go Fluttermane. Just do I sub? Because I need, like, I would like to be behind a sub for whatever's in the back, especially if they Sucker Punch me. But I could just Moonblast KO the Dragonite so that Gyarados doesn't take 2 Extreme Speeds. And I think I will do that, because I've also got the flinch chance going for me as well. So I'll take this, and then Citrus Berry will activate. I'm definitely living the double up. And even if they get the Ice Spinner off into Fluttermane, I've intimidated them, I'm definitely living. It was just Sucker Punch, so I could have subbed. That's a little bit annoying. But I've taken care of the extreme speeds now. So my Zoom roll is still looking very good. For sure. Should be Aquajet range as well. There's their own Fluttermane. Special attack or speed? It is speed. That is annoying. But I will Thunder Wave and Protect, even though this is incredibly obvious. If Gyarados makes it through the turn, I'm looking pretty good. This is quite an obvious Protect and Thunder Wave, to be fair. Could have probably just gone for sub and Thunder Wave, and then that covers. Well, actually, I wouldn't. The Thunder Wave wouldn't matter if my Flutter Mane goes down, because they'd still outspeed Gyarados and Azumarill. It would only be for Paras. Okay, that's reasonable. It's Brute Bonnet. Oh, they just attacked. Is it Thunderbolt? Oh, they had sub. Boo. That's not good. That is less than ideal. I'm pretty sure I can't win now. Sub is pretty busted. I should have been brave and subbed myself. But now I cannot win, because they outspeed me and just Shadow Ball me. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out of this now. Sub is too busted. I'm not going to go for a double protect, that's pointless. It's a shame I've wasted my Terror, because if I still had my Terror available, I could have gone for just Steel Iron Head on that turn, and that would have broken the sub, and that would have been okay. But the speed boost was what was annoying. Like, I think that special attack is far superior to speed, but that is my opinion. Obviously, speed was better here. And just find you're too weak if you have speed. Oh, they bullet seeded, okay. We get 4? Maybe. So I'm assuming it's loaded dice. Are they going to get 5? If they get 5, it's definitely over. Yeah, it's the GC, so... Oh no, they didn't get 5. Nice, okay. So it is technically still not over. I do need Play Rough to just be an Oko on the Brute Bonnet. And I will ensure that is the case by helping handing. So this is not over, because the Chien-Pao is paralyzed as well. This is not over. As long as I KO the Brute Bonnet this turn with a Azumarill, it's possible. It is definitely possible. I should outspeed, right? Well, actually, no, they're a fast one. They've got Tailwinds, they outspeed me, so I do lose. I take that back. This is not over. Because Liquidation surely KOs the Flutter Mane there. So that's good that they were slow. That was a very good helping hand. Because I walled the Chien-Pao, so like even if they protect on this turn, they one, have to break through paralysis, and two, only get a bit of chip. I guess they can sub and protect forever. That is something they can do. It might be more optimal to... Because I'm Assault Vest and they're speed boost, so... It might be more optimal to just attack the Chien-Pao, right? Yeah, Aquajet is KOing, so... Yeah, I think that this might be more optimal. Because they can just sub-protect until they chip away enough with the Chien-Pao otherwise. And there's no way they two-shot me. And I Oko them. So... And that was a crit, so... Yeah, I'm fine. Liquidation wins. That's quite surprising. Unless they bust out the Thunderbolt randomly. Which they would have gone for that turn, so they won't. Yeah, that's it. Azumarill clutching it. We take those. Very nice. That was a big +4 helping hand on Gyarados there, because I'm pretty sure Brute Bonnet size just a regular old player off. And also good that even though they were a Tailwind team, they were not fast on Brute Bonnet. We take those. That is nice. And that's going to be a decent chunk of points, because that was almost a 1700s guy. Okay, nearing, like, it's top 1024 that gets championship points, and obviously there's going to be a load of Japanese and Korean players in here as well. So, that's a decent rating. That's a decent team. So, Gyarados, Excalibur. Still a Azumarill? I think it's still a Azumarill. Group 1 is better here, but is it still better than Fluttermane? I don't think so. I think I still prefer these. Yeah, I'll stick with what is working at the moment. But that was a clutch Azumarill. Also funny that 2 crits wouldn't have got me, so it was incredibly safe in the endgame. Now, to be fair, if they Sucker Punched and then double crit me with Moonblast, then they might have got me. Come on, just leave with Talonflame. Leave a Mungus on the bench, go with Talonflame. Oh, they're going to time out. Oh. No, they didn't time out. When it gets that low, it's always optimal to keep an eye on the timer and see if they do actually get the Mons in time, because if you see that they don't, then you know which 4 Pokemon they brought to the match. So it is definitely optimal to watch out otherwise. That's a cool training card, though. Happens to me, I one. Aha, you fool! So, what is the best way round to do this? It's got to be... It could be Terra Steel, Iron Head, and Protect. But then that really makes me weak to the Great Tusk. So, I'm pretty sure it's this, right? Pretty sure that's the way to do it. Because if they whip out the Thunderbolts, then okay, fine. I still just KO your Fluttermane. Though losing Gyarados would make me a lot weaker to the Great Tusk waiting in the back. But if they don't get Tailwind, then my Fluttermane is better against them, so it wouldn't be as bad. Especially because I'm making myself weak to grounds now with Excalibur. Just Protect, okay. Is it just Will-O-Wisp into Gyarados? It is, okay. So therefore, is it now best to Ice Shard the Talonflame and stop the Tailwind, and then Thunder Wave the Fluttermane? I think it might be. Because this should put it in Ice Shard range, right? So I don't really care about the burn on Gyarados at all. Outside of... No, that's not Ice Shard range. Let's have a look. It would be if I Helping Hand, but I don't think that's worth it. So I'll just do exactly what I did on the first turn. I just happened to be burned. So... That's definitely a bulky Talonflame as well, so there's no chance I get it without a Helping Hand Ice Shard. And I don't think that's worth, because then I don't get the Thunder Wave this turn as well, and I think that's necessary in order to make it beneficial to just stop Tailwind. So that's okay damage. And they were outspeeding me anyway, so I don't care about the Tailwind. So, it's fine. Easy KO. And then, is this a roll? It was a roll. Okay. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. I can go for Helping Hand Ice Shard into the Great Tusk and put it into Aqua Jet range. That's something I can do. Ooh, perfect for Citrus Berry as well. That's good. How much does Helping Hand Ice Shard do to Great Tusk? Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's like 2/3. That's impressive. Oh, it's Iron Bundle. Okay. Therefore... Well, Baxcalibur's in range of any attack. Gyarados would get KO'd to Freeze Dry here. If I can get a Thunder Wave into the Baxcalibur, that would be good. And I will protect. Because I'm planning on next turn doubling the Iron Bundle with Baxcalibur and Fluttermane. One of them should KO it, and then Azumarill should beat the Baxcalibur 1v1. Because I'm losing this to a Freeze Dry, like for sure. No way it's not Freeze Dry. Swords Dance would be bad. Just Clay Rush, that's fine. Expected. I don't think they can KO both. Well, maybe Hydro Pump will get the Baxcalibur. They'll be close. So if they protect the Iron Bundle, that would be the worst case here. But surely they need to make use of their Tailwind by just going on the offensive. Like, I know Iron Bundle outspeeds anything anyway, but so does Baxcalibur at the moment, so I will double into it with Terra Blast. And is Glaive Rush better? Glaive Rush is better because it would get redirected into the Baxcalibur, right? If both Pokemon randomly survive this turn. Yeah, so I'll Glaive Rush. And if it's Terra Ice, then it would be better. Yeah, so it's Terra on that, that's fine. It is Ground, okay. No, that's the worst case, because they EQ to win now. Right? Yeah, Protect and EQ. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. That was definitely the worst possible thing that could have happened. And it's not uncommon as well, so I'm living. It's definitely still possible with the Azumarill though, because I should OHKO the Excalibur with a Liquidation. So it's Protect and Liquidation. They surely cannot get a double KO this turn. Or like a KO on the Azumarill. Like Freeze Dry and EQ? No, surely not. So it is Protect and Liquidation, I think. In order to do the damage they need to EQ themselves, and that might put them in play rough range. So this is still okay. Obviously the best play the previous turn was Protect and Ice Shard the Baxcalibur, but that's quite a risky play to make without knowing they are EQ. This is a very obvious double into the Azumarill, but I should be okay regardless. It's just Ice Shard. They have Ice Shard. Okay. Interesting. EQ themselves, put them in play rough range. Oh wait, no, it's Ice Shard on the... What am I thinking about? That is a two-shot, wow. That's not good. Because that's not a KO. That's really not good. Because now they Ice Shard KO my Fluttermane. I'm very surprised that's a two-shot. Well, I have to double Protect here. And I have to Aqua Jet KO the Excalibur and survive with a low roll. So yeah, that was way out of my favour. Surprised that 2 shots. Let me have a look. Also surprised Excalibur lives. That's impressive, but Excalibur is just a beast, so... Oh, that's like in my favour for them not to 2-shot. But they do, so there we go. Yeah, that's just in my favour for them not to 2-shot, but I don't think that would have made a difference anyway. It was the big play was the protect and EQ. That was the big one. To be fair, based on the team composition, ground is the most common on the Excalibur there. But obviously, an opportunity to win was just I shard the Excalibur that turn on the protect EQ. Or protect and ice shard is way better, because then Aquajet and should be able to KO it. But oh well. Need to keep going. 1600s guy, nice. That's a cool team. Alright, so... looks like it could be a Choice Scarf Annihilate, because that could be a Trick Room team, for sure. Because Gardevoir, Armourouge, and indeed all Trick Room. Ting Lu wants to make use of it. So, Azumarill is brilliant here, though. My Brute Bonnet does not have the HP to survive a Final Gambit. I decided that was not necessary because it was so uncommon. I'll leave with Flutter Mane so I can sub. I think I'll go Brute Bonnet with the Azumarill in the back. So, Excalibur is decent. Chi-Yu is pretty good, but if Trick Room goes up, then it's not good. And Gyarados is alright. I think I'll go Gyarados. That's a cool trainer card. It is Annihilate, so it's very easily just could be Final Gambit and Trick Room. So I think the safest play here to do is to sub and protect. If they are bulk up, then the worst thing I can do is Rage Fist break my sub. So I think this is generally quite safe. Bulk up is manageable still. I'll probably have to Terra Poison so I don't get massive damage in Drain Punch. Oh, okay, okay. It's just protect. That's probably best case. We always take a free sub. If it is Trick Room, that's perfectly fine. Did I see Psychic Seed on the NDD? I don't know if I did. Let me just double check. I'm able to check. I didn't, so it very easily could be Safety Goggles. Regardless, I will Moonblast the NDD, and I will attempt to Spore the Annihilate. If it is Vital Spirit, I will simply switch in Gyarados. That is a reasonable start. We like a free sub. Now, is this Safety Goggles? It is Safety Goggles, so... But unfortunately I didn't go for Bullet Seed, but that's okay. Now, is it worth just going for non-Terra Flutter Mane? Because I could Terra it just so it lives the... That's good damage. So it lives the Rage Fist, but does it live the Rage Fist? Probably, but don't know based on attack investment. That's not worth the risk, I don't think. So yes, I will... I could just protect this turn. That seems okay. But I think sacrificing the booster energy is okay. Switch to Azumarill and Bullet Seed KO the Indeedee, then I can start spamming Spore. If they Drain Punch this turn, it won't do that much because they haven't bulked up or anything. Like, we'll do a chunk, and it'll probably two-shot, but it'll be fine. This is definitely KOing. So Rage Fist is best case. Yeah, makes sense. Could have been a free sub, but that's not even a two-shot. So now are they Vital Spirit? There is Armarouge. That's got to be a Terra Grass. There's no way it's not a Terra Grass. I'm absolutely Ice Spinnering it. And I am Sporing the Annihilate. That's probably going to protect. It's probably going to protect, but oh well. I'm fine putting Gyarados to sleep. Could still be Lumberry. The safety goggles is gone. But that was definitely a Grass Terror. Like, come on. That was obvious. You're facing down a Pokemon that can just OHKO you and a Pokemon that can Sport you. No way it was not Grass Terror. So Ice Spinner was definitely good because it's getting rid of the Psychic Terrain as well, and that's gone for good now. Lumberry? Okay, that's good. Is this going to two-shot still with the Intimidate? Not quite. But weak Expanding Forces for you, but if they Armor Cannon... Ah, Expanding Force, so nice and weak. That was still a chunk, but objectively weak. So, how many turns of Trick Room's left? Just one, okay. So is it worth just getting the Intimidate? I don't know if it is. It might be. Yeah, I think it's just worth going the offensive into the Armarouge, mainly because I don't want another Trick Room to go up. And then my Flutter Mane is looking very good. But I will switch into Gyarados here, so that I'm not intimidating an Annihilate, assumedly. And getting rid of the Intimidate on the Route 1 is quite nice, given the fact that Drain Punch theoretically will not KO it again. That's more opportunities to Spore things. Clear Amulet is fair enough. Now that should be Iron Head range for the Gyarados. And they just Armor Cannons, so that's a good Gyarados switch in for sure. Yeah, that's not much. It's definitely Iron Head range now as well. And Gyarados is guaranteed to sleep. So do I play rough this turn or do I get rid of my Intimidates? Because then Dragon Lancing could be a way back into the match. So I will just get damage while I can. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, let's switch out that. That's a little bit annoying. I could have gone for Play Rough into that to cover for it, because now this is activating Rage Fist a bit. Because Iron Head won't do much. Like, that's not much. And they wake up as well, so now they can... Oh, it's just Ice Fang. Okay, that's fine, because that's just a Citrus Berry. That's also a freeze, so of course that was going to happen. But can they kill me with Rage Fist? Surely not, right? Oh, and that's lovely. We love to see it. Is it worth going for Play Rough here? I'm not sure it is. This is now an awkward position. Especially with the freeze. So I can just Moonblast the Annihilate whenever I want. They've used their Terra. So I'll attempt to Play Rough. I will attempt to Thunder Wave. I don't want to switch out the Gyarados and intimidate the Annihilate again. And I don't want extra damage on any Pokemon in the back, so I've just got to accept this position. This shouldn't KO. It's only base 100. Oh, I thought. That's good. We take those. And I get Thunder Wave, so not bad. Do we speed tie? We might speed tie. Can't remember. That was a good chunk. That's good. And just another Ice Fang. Okay, so freeze into miss on Ice Fang I think is entirely fair. I know I thought, but I think that's pretty reasonable. So now Rage Fist can KO the Azumarill. Is Azumarill still worth keeping? I think I don't need it. I think I will just still play rough the Gyarados, and I will attempt to Thunder Wave the Annihilate. And once both of them are paralyzed, then yeah, that's fine. I could have Aqua Jetted for a tiny bit of chip, but Hex is looking good now. Good, okay. So my Flutter Mane is looking very strong now. Just another Ice Fang. Of course it's going to freeze again. Oh, that one flinched. But they were too slow. So. Now I don't know if Hex gets the Annihilate without a helping hand. Let's see. Because I don't have my booster energy anymore. Oh, my mouse is playing up. Wait, that was 10 seconds. What? Where did that time go? I swear that wasn't the amount of time it should have been, but do I need helping hands? No, I don't. Hex is still just getting it. Okay, so Hex into the Annihilate and try and flinch the Gyarados, because why not? Like, yeah, obviously going to happen, but the odds are still in my favour to... Are they in my favour? I think they're slightly... It's about a 50-50, I think, this Iron Heads, whether they move or not, and then even then they had to be strong enough to KO me. Which they still might be. They might have Iron Head. Oh. That is a KO. Okay. So, like, obviously I could have predicted that, but also that was unfortunate they broke through and were strong enough. I guess that, no, because they were Clear Amulet. I didn't intimidate them. That's what I was missing. Oh, wow, that's still an easy KO. No, I had 90-something HP, didn't I? I had 98 HP. That's Adamant Max Gyarados, and it got a high roll. So that was an unlucky turn. So now, I still need to get lucky here. I will Terra Poison. Will I Terra Poison? Yeah, I will Terra Poison, and I will double the... Annihilate, and hope that's a KO, and if it's not, then... Okay, that's alright. That's alright. Just don't protect. Slash if you do get fully paralyzed. Things are looking less and less ideal now. Like, obviously I should have hexed the Gyarados. But, oh well. They didn't protect. Are we going to be nice and strong? Okay, 5 might do it. 4 shouldn't. No, and that's not going to do it. But we got the flinch chance and the para chance. So... Oh. It's not going to do it. But it's in range of anything. Got the 4. Do they break through as well? And they just bulk up. Okay. We're still in this then. Is Iron Head enough into the Armourouge? Yeah, it's easily enough. Although if they intimidate me, then maybe not, but we will see. Yeah, Bullet Seed. And Iron Head. Into that. If they switch into Gyarados, like they should. Oh, okay. So now I just need to be strong enough to KO the Armarouge still. It's going to be very close. I don't think I will. It's going to be, like, yeah, it's going to be so close. Not quite. Flinch? Okay, we take those. I'm fine with that. Because they objectively got lucky against me with the previous breaking through and getting a high roll with Waterfall, so I don't feel bad about that in the slightest. Interesting to sacrifice the bulk up as well. But now this is, I think, guaranteed. I Bullet Seed the Gyarados, I outspeed, and I can switch up to Waterfall to do extra damage. If the Annihilate switched him. Like, fortunate flinch, but they, like, it's return odds. Like, they missed Ice Fang and they froze with Ice Fang as well. And I think they got about a 25-ish% chance to break through with and KO the Flutter Mane with the Waterfall, given that they had to be Adamant Max as well. So it evens out a bit with the flinch, so. And it's the GC, so I'm not complaining when I get lucky. Because you get plenty of bad luck when you're playing the GC. As shown in, like, half my previous losses. Bullet Seed. And Waterfall. And the game is wrapped. Cool. I'm happy to get through that game. That was some RNG flying about all over the place, and I'm glad to come out on top when it is kind of a game of luck. Like, there were some predictions from both sides, but we take those.